does not happen overnight. It takes vision, commitment, and courage to reform.
So we created a number of executive agencies, which I believe, and I can say, having left this thing, was one of the most successful initiatives undertaken in the reform process.
But transformation isn't easy.
We found in several ministries, agencies, and departments, you had square pegs in round holes.
You could almost say that public sector transformation is not a JLP policy. It's not a PNP policy. It is national policy.
There was political willingness, there was bipartisan support for going through with the reforms, there was societal support, a lot of societal sacrifices. People of Jamaica made a lot of sacrifices. And businesses, the private sector, everybody was engaged in this journey.
We want to continue to reform the public sector, to allow the public sector to provide its services to the Jamaican people, provide services to the private sector. And the idea is that those services must be more accessible. Those services must be more affordable. Those services must be faster. They must be more personable and comfortable for the citizen.
Watch Building a Better Public Sector, a 4-part docuseries right here on CVM, commencing April 5 and aired every Sunday in April at 3 p.m. Brought to you by the Transformation Implementation Unit.
Hey, what I want?
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What I want?
What a guan?
That I want, pa.
What a guan?
What I want?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
And that's a guan, pa. What a guan?
Brought to you by
Some things are perfect from the start. Smell off.
I'm me and the stylist, no scam and not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, you charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Arthur Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
One step
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Greatest possession is life. You'll never leave this moment twice. So stop your stress. Everything what you require inside. Nobody can rewind time. You'll never get this moment twice. How could I ever be mad at Jah? None of my prayers have gone unanswered. Jah couldn't build the earth for no one. Like now I'm nothing figgy to go on. As sure as the sun gon' shine. If you're patient enough, you're gonna have your time. Convince your mind. Said it's a bliss. Every time you open your eyes, your greatest possession is
Jesse Royal gracing the airwaves this morning. Good morning to you, Jesse Royal. I like him. Did I ever tell you that? I like him. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. I like him.
Yeah, man. Good music is produced and sung by Jesse Royal. Good morning, Jesse Royal. And good morning to you who are watching this morning. Thank you. It is another Wednesday. A win this day. A win this day. The whole day. The midweek when we get over and get ready for the fantastic weekend. Why is it fantastic? You have to speak it. Even if you don't know it's going to be,
Amen.
It's going to be fantastic because feeling good is a decision. I feel good today. I will have a wonderful day today. And I tell you, if you think words aren't powerful, try to tell somebody something with them they like.
And see how fast it affects them.
It affects them, trust me, man. So we're happy that you're here this morning. I want to say good morning to those who are in town, out of town, round town. Hey. Look, listen, country. We in Jamaica, for those of you who are not familiar, we in Jamaica, we call out of town country.
Everywhere outside of Kingston is country. People wicked sitting now because there are so many places out of town that are very developed and town-like. Out of order.
And townified. I'll call them country, you know? But how are you doing it this morning?
I'm fantastic. I like the hot here, you know? One of these days you need to just, we need to just, we try it in a break.
I can't forget the right shade for match just now, guys. So this is what now? This is not burgundy. This is...
No, this is not burgundy.
This is not purple either.
For the sake of you, it is pink. Man, just keep it simple for you.
All right.
It's pink for the gentlemen out there. But you know what else it is today?
Yes.
Today is International Dance Day, everyone. Did you know that?
Word.
International Dance Day 2026. It's celebrated on Wednesday, April 29, today, marking the birth anniversary of Jean-Georges Nouveau, the creator of modern ballet. Okay, all right, so we're going to get a bit. We can't just announce it, we have to show it.
I think we should do one morning, especially in the morning like this morning. We just come in and we just dance the entire show. So even the guests come in after us do a dance. So it was like a dance
I think today would be that day, no?
Fantastic.
Wait, hold on. I'm a tune. I'm enough to turn it up quickly now. Other side. We have to switch it now. Hey. Dance there. Bossa move. Hey. Bossa move. Hey. And now see what going under the counter, you know. And they can't hold me, you know. They can't hold. Hey. No. Not do me that. Not draw me out.
Try this when you're down. Just dance. Just put on some music and just dance. And when you finish dancing, you're gonna feel better.
Yeah, man.
I bet you try
Yeah,
today.
man. Good morning to all the dancers and the wannabe dancers and the people who think them can dance. From you can move your body, you are dancing. No make nobody tell you nothing. And for the dancers out there, especially the ones in Jamaica, I think, let me just tell them this. You see them whole heap of choreograph, 1, 2, 3, 8, 2, 6, 9, 2, 10 thing. We can't manage it. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
remember these days? Remember that? Yeah, man, that we can handle.
That's it. You know what
Let's
I mean?
do it.
And when them, what's the name? I'm saying, dance angel, like
and then dip so. Yeah, man, we like them something there, no? Willie Bones.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you do the Willie Bones. Hey, yeah, them dance there? Yeah, man, let's keep it there.
But speaking of dance, TK, listen me now.
Yeah.
You see, sometimes you're in a long meeting and the meeting is lengthy and you might be a little tired, exhausted from the length of the meeting.
I understand.
You see, what you need to do is get up and dance.
Just get up and dance.
You see, just get up and dance. Because see, if you get up and you trouble the mace or anything like that, it might be problematic. You know what I mean? You know, just get up. See, when you reach a point where you can't get up and just start dance. Just start dance. You know what I mean? And you'll make the news for a different reason. Because I heard,
oh my
TK,
gosh.
But I heard.
Well, we heard that our representatives worked until very, very, very late this morning. And, you know.
And that must be tiring, exhausting for them.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, there was a fracas.
You know what? We'll wait.
It wasn't a fracas.
What I'll say is that we'll have more for you coming up. CVM News.
We talk about it.
That's what I say. What I can tell you right now, reggae icon Protege. I know that Yendi was talking to you about the fact that she went to some, you know, the visual launch of well, Protege's new album, Art of Acceptance. It debuts at number 9 on the Billboard. Reggae star Protege earned his 6th entry on the Billboard Reggae Albums chart with Art of Acceptance, ranked at number 9. While that's Protege now. So congratulations to you, Proto. I remember 7-year itch. Protege, 7-year itch. You see that album there? I think it was his first album. Bad. Still. I still listen to that album to the day.
And speaking, so you talk about Protege. Go on again.
She was in love with a Rasta man.
Fire is burning. Listen.
All right, that's not the album. That's number 9 now. But when that came out, Protege did of it, and you still do.
And speaking of Protege, on the other hand, Shensia, dancehall star Shensia, scores for Jamaica with a FIFA World Cup 2026 soundtrack. Listen, she's an icon of dancehall. Shensia's team up with reggaeton icon Daddy Yankee to produce a soundtrack for the FIFA World Cup 2026, which is dated as a major, it is deemed a major career milestone for her. Did you know that she has a current track with Protege?
I know. I know. So can you imagine the both of them? I'm telling you, it's a good time to be in Jamaican music, and so we are really grateful for them for doing so well and kind of putting us, continuing to set us apart on the international stage. And now also it's birthdays. You know, for those of you celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you. Let me tell you who you share a birthday with. It's iOctane. iOctane, I'm supposed to call you. iOctane has a plan for me, but anyway, we'll want to take a moment to send him warm birthday wishes, reggae and dancehall artist iOctane, and then who else?
And of course, we told you earlier, we're sending some woolly respect and big up to Jesse Royal, who also celebrates his birthday today, April the 29th. You see, they made April, almost before April, and let's jump.
Let's jump in.
Sliding.
Happy birthday, Jesse Royal. Happy birthday, rich forever. We hope that you, your family, your friends, everybody, rich forever, we say. Happy birthday to you. And if it is your birthday, anniversary, anything else that's special, congratulations, happy celebration day of that thing, and happy birthday to you if it is your birthday, like I said.
I want to say a very good morning and happy birthday to Mrs. Leonie White, a minister of song, gospel, a sister of mine. I have an awesome day today. I know Mr. White is going to make sure that it's special for you. April 29th.
I like it. So, all right, listen now. We have a fun show lined up for you this midweek morning. We have a whole heap of people who are going to be talking to us, especially in Wednesday service, Tech Time, WAGs. And of course, we'll be talking about A Rose of Sharon, which is, listen to me, this is the last week. No, man, no, come back. This is the last weekend of A Rose of Sharon. It's the last opportunity to see it. And of course, that's a play that I directed. So come on out. But before we even get into all of that, check out this pocket of sunrise.
You look like sunrise.
Greetings. Beg you just a little bit more your time there. You see, me want the confidence like Christ. The type of confidence where even when you're driving and kneeling in my hand, me know it's a part of a bigger plan. The type of confidence where me know so when you think you're hurting me, you're really hurting yourself. That's why it is important to know and not just believe. Because you see, when you believe, you're still able to get deceived. But you see, when you know that there's something where them can't uproot, we're chosen. You know what I mean?
Critical illness has many faces. 1 in 4 people will be affected. Protect what matters with critical illness insurance. The time by Sagicor Life is
6:15. Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
I'm me and the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. No charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jodianne Quarry.
Brought to you by Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Hi, I am Candy Pang at
guan?
What's a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a one! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
Brought to you by
Some things are perfect from the start. Smirnoff.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
What's a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a one! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
Brought to you by
Some things are perfect from the start. Smirnoff.
I'm me the stylist, no scam and I style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. No charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more.
Welcome back, Sunrisers. Welcome, good morning. If you are just joining, a warm welcome to you. Listen, we're in the presence of talent right now. Now, 50 years of music, ministry, and mastery calls for a grand celebration showcasing the remarkable legacy of Mr. Dwight McBean as he marks his 50th anniversary as an organist. And he's joining us this morning. And also joining us this morning is internationally acclaimed German organist Felix Hell on Zoom, and rector and spiritual leader at Church of the Ascension, Canon Michael Allen. He's also here. The man of the moment, digital organ and piano technician Dwight A. McBean is here also to tell us about his upcoming anniversary and workshop happening from May 1 to May 3. So they're here this morning to tell us all about it. A very good morning to you, gentlemen.
Good morning. 50 years.
Whoa.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
Congratulations is the first thing that we can say. You know, and before we even jump into the details of what's happening with the celebration itself, you know, for those who don't know, who is Mr. McBean and what led him to the organ? And what has that journey been like?
Well, I didn't actually choose the organ chose me. I was a piano student and I used to play for the Sunday school at Church of the Ascension, and the organist then at the time migrated, so there was no musician to lead the service, and the rector then roped me in and just put me around the organ and said, you have to play, and that was how it all started.
The fact that you took the time to stay the time with this particular instrument, and in fact I'm learning that it's called the King of Instruments.
Indeed.
I don't know why is it so called the King of Instruments. Is that the reason why you stuck with that instrument? Because
well, maybe Felix could tell you, because he's the expert.
The expert, Sir Felix logging in from where are you now? In Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta, Georgia at the moment. That's correct.
Yes.
Talk to us about the organ itself. Like IT said, it's the King of Instruments.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the term King of Instruments actually stems from the composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. In one of his letters, he wrote and described the organ and how he felt about it. And he said, and I quote, "In my eyes and ears, the organ is undoubtedly the king of instruments." Now, organists all over the world have since claimed that quote for themselves, and we very proudly do so.
Well, tell me, Felix, about what drew you to the organ. You know, Sir McBean over here said it called him, he didn't choose it. What about your journey with the organ? What was that like?
I can tell you exactly. I remember the moment vividly. I was exactly 7 years old, and I come from a non-musical family, and my parents had invited me to attend an organ recital out of the blue. And as a 7-year-old, I had associated the organ with boring, dusty churches and having to be quiet. And so we made a deal. They said, well, you don't have to go in the future, but if you go to this organ recital once, and then you can decide whether again you want to go in the future. And we said, that's a deal. So I attended this concert, and it absolutely changed my life, because what I experienced was not just how the organ sounded, but how it made me feel. It was this massive instrument with these waves that were crashing through the cathedral. So it was very much a physical experience for me as well. And my goal is to give people a similar experience when they come to my recitals.
Listen, I just saw it and I was looking at the number of keys. I'm saying, whoa, it's grand to memorize the different sounds, and to play it must be a challenge. And it's an awesome talent to hear it being played, especially for yourself and Dwight. But I want to ask, because since we're talking about the organ, and we're celebrating and having this event this weekend, and it's going to be at
the Church of the Ascension.
Church of the Ascension. For your work as spiritual leader, Canon Michael Allen, how important is it? I know some ministers that they like to minister when there is a backdrop of instrument being played while the minister. How important is that for you?
Very important, because the organ with its multitude of sounds is able to capture people's various emotions, right? And emotions are very important in worship, right? Absolutely. So that's firstly. And secondly, when music is done well, it's a foretaste of heaven. And as I always like to say, nobody leaves church singing the sermon or reciting the sermon. They leave singing a hymn, right? And so music is very critical.
That's pretty interesting.
I know, that's interesting. I never thought of it, but that's very, very true. So talk to us about the actual activities of the celebration. Now, IT mentioned it's at the Church of the Ascension. It's on, well, for the weekend, but tell me more.
Well, we start with a workshop for students on Friday at 11:30 a.m. at Church of the Ascension. And then after that...
What kind of workshop before you move on?
It's to introduce students to the organ. Lots of students don't know what an organ is. Just Monday here, I was at Ascension Church cleaning up and preparing the organ for Felix. And some school children from Mona Prime came into the church and I said, "Sir, what is that you're doing now?" I say, "I'm fixing up the organ." They said, "Organ? What is organ?" They only know it as a keyboard because it has keys like a keyboard. So I had to explain to them the difference between an organ, a piano, and keyboard.
Wow. So Friday is the workshop for the students to introduce them to the organ.
Correct.
What else happening?
Sunday now is the big big recital by Felix at 4 p.m. at Church of the Ascension.
I love that. So Felix is involved in the workshop as well as he's the one conducting the workshop. So Felix, talk to me about that and how important it is to introduce, children, especially children who've probably never even seen or heard an organ. What do you think that they'll be getting out of a workshop like yours?
Oh, I think it is one of the most exciting things kids can do because my memory is from when I was a 7-year-old boy and I did not know anything about the organ, but it was the experience and the things that I felt on that day that really changed my life. And it changed my life in a way that I could not have expected. So my number one goal is, whether I do a workshop for children or a recital for adults, is to capture and recreate that moment that I felt when I was a child and my eyes and my ears were opened to this amazing world of music that can be created on the pipe organ.
I'm curious to find out, the organ, it produces a particular genre. Can it, I know the keyboard can play a variety of songs. Is the organ limited to a particular genre?
No. It can cover quite...
The organ is one of the most versatile instruments out there. I mean, it really goes from Baroque music to contemporary music to jazz to rock. It is really an orchestra on its own that can be controlled by one person alone. And composers and musicians and pop and jazz musicians alike have discovered just the possibility of such an instrument. And it really is a one-person orchestra that can be controlled.
Is this going to be your first time in Jamaica, Felix, or no?
No, this will be my second time to Jamaica, and I can hardly wait to come back. I have wonderful memories.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
As a matter of fact, there are lots of anniversaries happening at this time. 25 years ago, Felix came and gave the organ recital at Ascension. It's my 50th, and the actual organ that he'll be playing will be 35 years old this year.
Oh,
So it's 50, 25,
35. Well, we'll have to wrap, but Canon Michael, let me just find out from you. Well, you look like you wanted to mention something.
Yes, it will be 65 years that the Church of the Ascension exists as a congregation.
Watch out.
So milestones.
A milestone happening in that area.
That's why we had to have something.
All right, so tell me, Canon Michael, first of all, the details again, remind us when it is, where it is, and why do you think it is that people should come out, whether be it for the workshop or for the recital?
Okay, so it will be on Sunday, May the 3rd, and the time for 4 o'clock.
4 p.m.
Right, and of course, Felix spoke about the workshop for children, right, for high school and primary school students. And I would invite persons to come out to experience a wonderful evening celebrating, first and foremost, our brother Dwight McBean, whose ministry on the organ has been so important for many congregations across Jamaica and for many individuals in terms of their weddings and their funerals of loved ones. And just to experience the talent and the expertise of Felix Hill.
So that's Church of the Ascension. Daisy, it's in Mona.
1A Daisy Avenue.
1A Daisy Avenue in Mona Heights.
Yes.
And I don't know. I like it.
I mean, it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
And the entire family can come.
Oh, yes.
And we'll be hearing from the great Felix Hill, which I mean, if you're gonna be experiencing the organ, why not experience it from two of the best, right? All right, thank you so much, gentlemen, for being here, and we're looking forward to a successful workshop and recital. Really looking forward to that.
By the way, Felix, next time you come to the interview, come with the organ so you can.
Yeah, we should make it play a little bit for us next time. Felix, if you want to hear me, Sunday at the Church of the Ascension. No pre-releases this morning.
Let's do it.
So our guests have been Canon Michael Allen, rector and spiritual leader at the Church of the Ascension, organ consultant and organist Felix Hill, who was on Zoom, and the great Dwight McBean, digital organ and piano technician, celebrating, what is it,
50 years.
50 years. People, talk to me about that. So Sunrise, of course, we return after these messages.
Power in great moments since 1992. Oh, we have it all. Power in great moments. Relax, you got Chris and Charles. Oh, we have it all. When you think alone, think Chris and Charles.
You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Howard, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, just tomato ketchup, run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more of more than
Give me my ketchup.
There's nothing like a Jamaican greeting.
Hello.
Blessings.
Yo, man them.
Father Mold Wagwan.
Celebrating 25 years of connection. Every call, every click, every message, and every shared moment. Digicel, powered by you, connected by us.
I'm me the stylist, no scam and not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. No charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Bring back the fun of shopping. Discover the best finds in every aisle of amazing items. For your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, or any room, Azan Super Center has that perfect touch to elevate your space to the next level. Our team is ready to help you find what you are looking for you or someone else. So stop by our Crossroads store today and rediscover the fun of shopping.
Azan Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than
Welcome back, Sunrisers. Welcome to another episode of Tech Time. Now, listen, Champs it ended a month ago, and the pen relays a few days ago. But what's still on the forefront of many minds, including that of Cyberbright founder Emma Sharp Dalton Brown, is the online harassment of the student athletes who were out representing their schools and Jamaica. With April being recognized by the United States as National Child Abuse Prevention Month, and with Jamaica's Child Month starting in a couple of days, Emma joins us to tackle the two and educate us on this very pressing issue.
Before she does that, I want to seize the time to say a very good morning and pray good success for my dear Deandra, yes, DJ's daughter. She's doing PEP this morning, and tomorrow morning I wish you and pray for good success. It shall be well. When the paper sees you, the paper will be scared.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's
Good
pep
morning,
time on the
Emma.
web now, but good morning, Emma.
Good morning,
It's so
TK.
good
Good
to
morning,
see you looking
IT.
fabulous this
Thank
morning.
you. So are you
as
both?
Always, as always.
From earring to shoes.
Well, look, I matched the tech time.
I see what you did there. So, Emma, you know, there have been some things and comments and just discussions about, you know, commenting on the attire worn by athletes, student athletes. Talk to us about what.
So that's what I want to tackle this morning, and I think it's very important. So if we go straight into it, really about the online harassment of children. And yes, at Champs it was high school kids, but it can happen to primary school kids as well, and it does. So let's go straight into the first slide. I was on talking about violence against women online and children. So this kind of follows on from that. So what is online harassment? So there's sexual harassment and non-sexual harassment. So in sexual harassments, we've got comments about someone's body, stalking and tracking, image sharing, sextortion, explicit images and messages and videos, of course, that are, nude, and sexual grooming. And then you have non-sexual harassment, verbal abuse, threats, cyber stalking, privacy violations, impersonation, digital disruption, and defamation. Some of that can lead to this. So if we move straight into the next one. And so it's really important that we make note of what those are so that we're conscious of our behavior. So Champs is on the way, and 15-year-old twins, Gabby and Justin, go to the stadium with their friends, like many students did, to support their high school. The atmosphere is incredible. Everyone in the stadium is having a fantastic time, and the athletes themselves are thrilled to be representing their schools and excited to be competing at the national stadium. So this is what people were feeling. We all know that. We've all been to Champs at some point.
It's a huge part of our culture.
Correct.
Right?
We go to the next slide. So you're going there, it's safe space, right? So if we get to the next slide. So unfortunately, unregulated content creators post the day's events on their social media handles, capturing images of student athletes who are minors in sexually suggestive ways. And they say things like this, right? So see how hot she's looking in those shorty shorts. These are just like made up ones that I did, but we've seen them. We saw it was online. This one, we'd certainly like to see more of his manhood, right? So, and these characters are made up, Chad Thompson and Elaine Jackson, right? So comments under these posts like this, made about these athletes like Elaine and Chad, right? made by adults were surprising and inappropriate. Right? So this generated a lot of discussion. I know you guys had it up on the news as well. And these unregulated content creators, they just can do what they want. They do what they want with everything. So why not here? And then when people are talking online, when I say talking, typing, they don't realize the damage that they are doing.
To children.
To everybody, right? Because they're behind their screens. If we move on to the next slide, right? They're behind their screens. And so they think that it's fine. They don't realize the impact. Is it okay to comment on a student athlete's body?
Absolutely
Never.
Absolutely not. Never.
And does freedom of speech come into play here? Nope. When it comes to protecting children, there is, in my opinion, and in a lot of legal matters, right? There is absolutely no freedom of speech if you're doing this to children, right? There's not freedom of speech to hurt other people. If we move on to the next slide. So that argument doesn't wash, right? So in case we need clarification, everyone, okay, taking photos of minors and depicting them in sexualized ways is abusive. Memes are repeatedly made and shared, thus desensitizing the public to online abuse. We talked about this when I was here talking about violence against women online. Online sexual harassment incites offline behavior, and then it's repeated in a vicious circle. Free speech is not freedom to violate a minor's right to freedom from abuse. And images of children are not public property. This is not up for debate, right? If we move to the next slide.
And it's important to highlight this so it doesn't set a precedence for future
correct.
Call it out from now.
Right, and we need to put our foot down now on everything, right? How can we rally around children? Report online abuse to the online platform itself every single time you use it. Please, everyone. Actively block the social media handles making the posts and comments. I mean, seriously, block them because they're relying on you following them, right? So that's how you can be effective. Lobby for these social media platforms to enforce the protection of children. Lobby for the criminalization of online sexual harassment and abuse of children. And you must report online abuse of children to law enforcement and to CISOCA, right? We're actually required to report abuse of children. So online is going to be the same thing, right? So we need to do that, right? If we move to the next slide, we can actively be a part of it. Yes, government and law enforcement need to make a pact, all right? So put preventative measures in place, not just reactive ones, right? If by the time you react, the damage is done. Right. Actively pass laws surrounding online sexual abusive behavior of any kind. Right? Change the culture, enforce the consequences, and take a stand like other countries have. European Union are doing things to take a stand to this. Different countries in the European Union. Malaysia is also doing the same. Where else? There are several countries, right? You can find all the information online that are putting things in place. Botswana is one of them as well, right? That are putting things in place where you cannot be firstly, you can't be putting pictures up online without parental permission. And by the way, in many countries, once the child is 13, right, some are 14, you need the child's permission as well, right? Not just the parent. And when it's parent permission, it's both parents. And that's just for a regular photo. And the reason is because a regular photo, I mean, these are just normal photos of them doing athletics at the stadium, and then it becomes sexualized? How is that possible? But this is where, as parents, we need to be mindful. As adults, we need to be mindful of what we are doing to other children. You think it's innocent, the pictures are being put up, right? And in 2024, a report was made, I forget which country it is now, but on average, 1,300 photos of children were being put up online, right, of each child, right? It was France, and 53% of French parents posted online, and 1,300 images, because even if you put up 4 images of your children, somebody is forwarding that. Somebody is, right? So think about that. Think about your own children, any child that you know. On average, there are 1,300 pictures up online of that one.
What I appreciate with you is that you've told us what it is that we can do, because it's sometimes you feel so helpless and you're like, what exactly do we do? But you say report, and block the people.
Block those people.
I think that what's also important to note, everyone, is that sometimes you say you'll take an innocent picture. Sometimes people make what they think is an innocent comment.
but you
know
don't
what I
know
mean?
how it impacts.
And they say, "Oh, what a way you grow nice," or what? People always that in Jamaica, and it's like just be mindful of making comments about people's bodies, especially those of children. So I'm really grateful.
And we need to rethink champs.
We must as parents be vigilant, watchful, continuously. I mean, if one of those persons who made a remark like that saw their followers decrease dramatically and realize it's because of that.
Because of those comments.
Listen, thank you so much, Emma, for highlighting this. Our guest has been the tech boss, Emma Sharp, Dalton Brown, founder of Cyberbright. More on Sunrise after this flip on the other side. I want to see you right here, myself and TK.
Discover the best finds in every aisle of amazing items. For your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, or any room, Azan Supercenter has that perfect touch to elevate your space to the next level. Our team is ready to help you find what you are looking for you or someone else. So stop by our Crossroads store today and rediscover the fun of shopping.
Azan Supercenter, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Everybody want to see if a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Finally said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the onion ring zinger from KFC. KFC, it's finger licking good.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Basil Dawkins, A Rose of Sharon.
How we this? Mama, you can't live with me. Everybody has to pay them way. At time you start pay. Good to see you and your father get on. You love the new son? That's nice.
A Rose of Sharon, directed by TK Dawkins. Final weekend, Saturday, May 2 and Sunday, May 3 at 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. at the Little Theatre. $3,500 per ticket. Call 876-509-0917 for ticket.
Listen, I have a very special guest this morning. And I'm excited to introduce this guest because this guest is a guest that I know who is multifaceted and multi-talented. So let me just say officially to you again, welcome back to Sunrise. Sunrisers, and I tell you, from news to hosting, to the theater, to directing theatrical presentation, I'm talking about Tony K. We call her TK. Yeah, and it's what the young people say, is she's that girl. What the thing named clock in? Something like that. She joined us now to shine the spotlight on A Rose of Sharon, a compelling stage production directed by the great TK Dawkins, and we discuss the inspiration behind the play, its powerful themes, and what audiences can expect from the theatrical experience, bringing the story to life on stage, and why A Rose of Sharon is a must-see production for theater lovers. In fact, she's going to be beginning with a line from the play. She's not prepared for this at all. But she will begin with her favorite line from the play. Please help me to welcome TK.
I don't know about the favorite line of the play, but my favorite line of the show so far is clocking. Show me how you're clocking. How you go?
No.
Clocking.
No, man, I feel like this.
It's clock it, you know? Oh, that's how it works?
Ladies do like this.
Good morning again, yeah, IT, and good morning again, yeah, Sunrisers. Now, A Rose of Sharon, I feel like we've been talking about it for a while. It's opened in December, written by Basil Dawkins. Good morning. Good morning,
Basil
Papa
Dawkins.
Bear.
Listen,
Right.
Basil is talented, set apart. He's exemplary, extraordinary, always. When he puts his pen to paper, when we watch it, we say, wow, how did he think about that? That's Basil, for us.
And for A Rose of Sharon. Now, imagine just being ripped from your life and brought to a different country. You know no one, you know nowhere, and you're just left kind of on the streets. You have no money, you have no contacts. What do you do? How does that work? And that's exactly, well, in part, what the premise of A Rose of Sharon is. It really shows the version. You know, we've seen in the news, you know, ICE dealing with immigrants, and you kind of just drive into work, or you're going to your child's school, and ICE scoop you up, and that's the last people hear of you. What actually happens to that person who is ripped from their life, sent to some detention center, and then just sent to a country that they probably, yes, maybe they're from, but they haven't been there since they were 2, or since they were 4, and their entire life is still in the country that they're ripped from. That's the story of Foreigner, who is played by Dennis Titus, who is just taken and left on the streets of Kingston. And it's only for the compassion of Dion Silvera's character, Vida, who, really helps him out and takes him on. But she lives under a bridge, and she herself going through fierce struggles.
That makes it interesting already. That makes it intriguing already. You know, I want to find out, how, when Basil is, does he start with the title, or when he's done, he creates the title? What's this process like? Do you know?
I think it varies. So, he gets the story first. He gets the idea for the story first, and then what he does is, while writing it, a title will come to him.
And Rose of Sharon is a very interesting title. It's provocative.
It is. He stood by it, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I wanted to change it. All right. Remember that, Daddy? Yeah, man. We had some discussions. I wanted to change. I thought that, something like deported, or, one of them big one-word flashy things. And Daddy's like, no, we're going to name it A Rose of Sharon. And he had his reasons. It was, as he says, divinely inspired.
Divinely inspired.
So he took it.
Is it, it has family appeal? All can see it?
Everybody can see it. We don't have children under 5 years old. We don't advise come to the theatre, only because them kind of get a little skittish, them not necessarily as involved. But anybody older than that, yes, you can see it. And if you are seeing it, this weekend is the last weekend to see it.
Whoa.
The last weekend.
Whoa. If it's the last weekend, I don't know. I hope you have space. How many nights? How many nights is it on?
So it's Friday at 8:30 p.m., Saturday at 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m., and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. And of course, the earlier that you come to the theatre to get your tickets, the better for you. But yeah, we're hoping that we will have space for everyone. My special night, that flyer probably shouldn't be up, because that's a little sold out. But the other one that says final weekend, Saturday at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. are the ones that have seats right now.
Oh, Saturday at 5. So I was planning to come to the 8:30.
Yeah, you are coming to the 8:30.
Yes.
The Saturday 8:30 p.m. show is for like my friends, my family, my CVM family. So if you come there, you might run into a celebrity or two. Who knows?
Listen.
Right?
Let me say a very good morning to my colleagues at Edna Manley College, because that's the night that we are going.
Nice.
And of course to my daughter's colleagues at the St. Andrew High School. That's the night we're going.
Nice.
So I'm saying we will have a fantastic time when the thespians are displaying their awesome talents on stage. And I've heard from someone just say, Aiti, when you go, let me tell you something. I went there very tired. Very good morning, Sean Burke. Just say I went there very tired. But when they began, I was kept awake. So it must be very intriguing, because she works very hard.
every night that you get to see, it's such an interesting thing to watch the audience, IT, because you'll have in the same show, people will laugh till them cry, people will cry, people are just, in silence and in awe watching a particular moment and a particular scene. So it really takes you through the entire range of emotion. But one thing is for sure, you are going to laugh and it's going to nice. But, before we wrap, because I know it's almost news time, what I also want to say is that a lot of times Jamaicans say, we don't keep our culture. Things, you remember back in the day when this used to happen and this used to happen, those things, them not happen again. And one of the reasons is because those things aren't necessarily supported. And so here we have a local, a family-owned business, big up yourself, Daddy, and my brother who does marketing. We have a family-owned business. We're in the business of, theatrical presentations that really show our culture. This play is Jamaican, a Jamaican story told by Jamaican people, acted by Jamaicans who studied in Jamaica. And so to come to this play, other than having a great time, it's helping us to continue that tradition as well as give people opportunities to work in the field that they're in. We have people from the Edna Manley who are, doing the stage management. Good morning to our stage manager, our assistant stage manager, Alexa and Miguel. We have interns from the Edna Manley College. We have people who come and learn from us and kind of shadow the actors. But the only way for this to continue is you have to come to the show so that we can pay our rent. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So come this Saturday, this Sunday, 5 p.m., 8:30 p.m. at Rose of Sharon. Come and support not just Jamaican theatre, but come and support me, Yes, come and support. We will come. And you will come. And we all will come. In fact, when you come on the weekend, say, I saw the interview and I said, you know what? Please.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Carry some friends.
Yeah.
We have a fantastic time. And we're all going. In fact, we're not only going, we're going to the break right now. That was my colleague, sister, and friend TK Dawkins. News girl by day and director by night. And we're all going to see Rose of Sharon. Sunrise Saturday, May 2nd, 8:30 p.m. at the Little Theatre, Kingston, Jamaica. She has news right after this break, so stick and say.
Asil Dawkins, a Rose of Sharon.
How we this? Mama, you must come live with me.
You see me? Me love my food and my ketchup run the flavor in so many ways. Miss Howard, I want to turn up your food, sir.
My secret ingredients, just tomato ketchup, run the flavor.
Richer, thicker, and more of more than
Give me my ketchup.
You notice how life nice when you eat good? Natural feed, fresh grass, no stress. Stress? I don't know her. They say happy cows make better milk. Well, just look how happy we are. And I'm sure you can taste the difference. So move to the best milk ever. True Milk.
Finally said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the onion ring zinger from KFC. KFC.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. Up first this morning, the fallout from the Auditor General's performance audit of the University Hospital of the West Indies, the UHWI, is deepening. Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, PAC, will formally summon the UHWI's current Chief Executive Officer, Fitzgerald Mitchell, and former Chief Executive Officer Kevin Allen after both failed to appear during Tuesday's sitting committee. Now, Committee Chairman Julian Robinson says the PAC has the authority under the Senate and Houses of Representatives Powers and Privileges Act
to compel attendance as it seeks answers on UHWI's financial and operational issues.
I have consulted with the legal department of the Parliament in terms of how we proceed when someone who is invited does not appear. And I'm referring to the Senate and Houses of Representatives Powers and Privileges Act. And I'm going to read from Section 5. And I'm reading, quoting, either House or any standing committee may, subject to the provisions of Section 9 and Section 12, order any person to attend before such House or before such committee and to give evidence or to produce any paper, book, record, or document in the possession or under the control of such person.
The closing of the debate on the National Reconstruction and Resilience Authority NARA bill was met with fiery exchanges and constant interjections as opposition members demanded transparency and stronger oversight. Meanwhile, government members, including the health minister, issued charged refutations in support of the bill designed to fast-track post-Melissa infrastructure projects. Nika Lewis reports.
The NARA bill, recently tabled by the Prime Minister, aiming to catalyze infrastructure development post-Hurricane Melissa, was met with strong opposition owing to concerns around transparency and governance. The closing debate was rife with interjections. Government members insisting resistance is undermining the hard work at hand, with precedent for such a bill and its related body and structure, arguing NARA is no blank check.
If the members on that side are honest with themselves, they themselves have spoken about the inefficiencies of the current bureaucracy and the need for change. The very opposition leader has spent time talking about it. Is he now arguing that we should engage the very same process to deal with people who have emergencies? It cannot be, Madam Speaker. It cannot be. And indeed, Madam Speaker, history...
I rise on a point of order, Madam Speaker. The member is misleading the House. It has never been my position, or indeed anybody on this side's position, that we shouldn't have more efficiency, a quicker procedure, and faster resolution of the issues. We're all in favor of that. The fact is that the current bureaucracy and the way the government is interfacing with it has led to all sorts of problems, and which need to be addressed structurally. What we are complaining about is a lack of accountability, a lack of transparency, and a lack of oversight. And a lack of oversight. And a lack of oversight. So I'm not suggesting that
opposition leader. No, that's okay. It's okay. Opposition leader. I've turned off all mics. Opposition leader, Prime Minister is making a point of order on your point of order.
We should be careful that we do not allow perfection to be the enemy of good. We should accept where suggestions can strengthen the bill. We should make those suggestions in all sincerity, bearing in mind that the primary goal is to address the plight of the Jamaican people who have suffered over the last number of months.
The opposition's Dr. Dayton Campbell, Eastern Westmoreland MP, insists there's need for speed, but only in the right way.
Madam Speaker, speed is necessary, but speed must not become a mechanism to bypass environmental safeguards, planning authorities, and professional judgment, all through a process that remains internal to the executive. There are transparency claims versus the legal reality.
Extremely concerned that such an important institution, having a highly centralized, almost one-man-driven structure, who himself is handpicked by the minister, with a blank check and unfettered powers. And that also there are very weak provisions for transparency and accountability.
There was another emotional testimony from a prosecution witness on Tuesday as he recounted the moment he identified the body of Noah Smith. The testimony forms part of the ongoing proceedings into the 2020 robbery and murder of Smith in St. Andrew in the Klansman gang trial at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston. Carla Ramdeen reports.
Another prosecution witness testified on Monday that her daughter died in February 2021 from kidney failure and COVID-19. When asked how her daughter appeared, the witness became visibly upset and began to cry before responding. She was vexed. Her face was vexed. The presiding judge, Justice Dale Palmer, sought clarification, asking if she was referring to seeing her at the funeral. Still in tears, the witness agreed and added that her daughter, who was brown, appeared black. She explained that the only way she recognized her was because she was her daughter. The prosecution then sought to clarify the condition of the deceased. What state was she in? The witness replied, dead. The prosecution then asked if she would be able to recognize her daughter again. The witness responded, I know her by her features, her face, everything. During the proceedings, the prosecution attempted to show a document to the witness, but an objection was raised by the defense. The defense argued that no proper foundation had been laid and that the witness could not speak to the nature of the document, making it inappropriate. But the prosecution clarified that the document was not being introduced for that purpose, but rather for identification of the image. The witness was then shown the image and identified it as her daughter. The image was then admitted into evidence. Under cross-examination, the defense questioned the clarity of the document. The witness was asked whether the image was blurry. She agreed that it was. Would you agree that the facial features are not clear? The witness said yes, but not so blurry that I can't see. The prosecution raised concern about the manner in which the question was being asked, suggesting there was danger in its framing. But the defense pointed out that the witness had already agreed the image was blurry. The question was repeated after being given the go-ahead from the presiding judge. Do you agree the document is blurry? The witness said, yes, it is blurry. Isn't it true that it is so blurry that the facial features are not clear? The witness replied, yes. The defense, Paul Gentles, who represents the accused Michael Wildman and Jerome Spike, inquired about the relation the witness's daughter had with the deceased Noah Smith. Do you know if your daughter worked for Noah Smith? The witness told the court she was not aware of the person her daughter worked with. The evidence relates to count 15 and 16 of the 32-count indictment brought by the Crown in connection to the 2020 robbery and murder of Noah Smith in St. Andrew. The accused are Michael Wildman, Jerome Spike, Nashawn Guest, and Giovanni McDonald, who are alleged to have knowingly facilitated the commission of these offences. Meanwhile, attorney Shannon Clark, who represents the accused Ryan Harrison, who is not under these counts, objected to the image identified by the witness and tendered into evidence. Clark argued that the evidence does not qualify to be admitted as an exhibit and should only be marked for identification. The presiding judge indicated that, sitting alone, he would hear what would normally be considered voir dire evidence. He stated that if during the 31D application the evidence does not meet the required threshold, he would not be entitled to consider it. Carla Ramdeen, CVM News.
That's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise continues after this.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
Lead like the world is watching.
Because it is.
The Impact Leadership Summit brings the ultimate business advantage on May 5 at the AC Marriott Hotel, Kingston, Jamaica. Learn from global speaker and entrepreneur, Vusi Tembakwayo.
Leaders, hear me and hear me now. Do they understand the calling and are they God-led?
Maxwell Leadership Coach, Erica McKenzie.
CEO and founder, Deshaun Savadia. Minister, Ovid Hill.
Investment guru, Ramon Small Ferguson.
This is where leaders rise and impact begins.
For more info, call 876-438-1135.
The new Big Dipper from Wendy's. A juicy cheeseburger with smoky Cajun mayo, crunchy tortilla chips, and a creamy cheese sauce for dipping. Available for a limited time only at Wendy's.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The stylist, no scam and not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ, real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. No charge me for sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Change does not happen overnight. It takes vision, commitment, and courage to reform.
So we created a number of executive agencies, which I believe, and I can say, having left this thing, was one of the most successful initiatives undertaken in the reform process.
But transformation isn't easy.
We found in several ministries, agencies, and departments, you had square pegs in round holes.
You could almost say that public sector transformation is not a JLP policy, it's not a PNP policy. It is national policy.
There was political willingness, there was bipartisan support for going through with the reforms, there was societal support, a lot of societal sacrifices. People of Jamaica made a lot of sacrifices. And businesses, the private sector, everybody was engaged in this journey.
We want to continue to reform the public sector, to allow the public sector to provide its services to the Jamaican people, provide services to the private sector, and the idea is that those services must be more accessible. Those services must be more affordable. Those services must be faster. They must be more personable and comfortable for the citizen.
Watch Building a Better Public Sector, a 4-part docuseries right here on CVM, commencing April 5 and aired every Sunday in April at 3 p.m. Brought to you by the Transformation Implementation Unit.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVMTV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
In a world full of noise, N-Sound Media delivers voices that matter. From podcasts that challenge and inspire, to streaming TV that uplifts and informs, to music and stories you won't hear anywhere else. This is media built for community, culture, and truth. Independent, bold, unfiltered. Streaming worldwide and growing every day. Download, listen, watch. Join the movement that puts real voices front and center. N-Sound Media, streaming innovation amplified.
If you're just joining and wondering what is happening on the screen, why is IT dancing? It's International Dance Day, so that's what we're doing all morning. Listen, glad to have you back with us this morning. We now tap into a shift happening in global media where Caribbean stories are no longer filtered, reshaped, or told from the outside looking in. We are actually joined by Delroy Souden, founder and CEO of N-Sound Media, a Jamaican-led digital streaming platform based in New Jersey that's changing the narrative literally by creating a space where Caribbean voices are centered, celebrated, and streamed to the world. N-Sound is bridging the gap between home and diaspora while preserving the authenticity of our culture. Delroy, a very good morning and welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys are looking so sharp.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Delroy, I like you already.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning again. So, Delroy, tell me, before we jump into the nitty-gritty and the details, tell me what gap did you find in the media landscape that inspired you to even start N-Sound Media?
Yes.
Let me tell you. Okay. Living here in America for almost 37 years, when you turn on the television, a lot of times, you're just bombarded with a whole lot of content that does not represent us as Black people. And, I am frustrated by that personally, because sometimes you just want to sit back and just you want historical stuff. You want not just entertainment. Entertainment is good, but our history is more important. And when I say our history, I'm talking American history, Caribbean history, African history, all of that. So I found that was kind of lacking, and I wanted to change that.
So you are different from the other streaming platforms because I want to get that clarity. So you are different from the other streaming platforms because what's the differentiation story for N-Sound Media?
All right. N-Sound Media is more based on history. It's educational, positive, educational, entertaining. The entertaining part is the least of the parts because we're in a time now where we're seeing that the world is changing, and that change doesn't seem to represent us in its fullest. If you look around what's going on, it's always us as Black people who are being pushed aside, being mistreated, and so on and so forth. And I think one of the reasons for that is that history has not always given the facts. Even the history books aren't correct in a lot of cases. They tend to whitewash a lot of stuff. And so we have to take our we have to step up to the table and learn the facts about who we are, what happened to us, and so on and so forth, and represent ourselves. We cannot allow we can't allow them to tell our stories. We have to tell our stories ourselves.
Absolutely, and that is why it's important for Caribbean ownership of these media streaming platforms, so that we can contribute or control some of the narrative. The narratives
and the interesting part also, not to cut you off, but the interesting part that I see, even some of the media houses that call themselves Caribbean based aren't necessarily owned by Caribbean people or by our people. You see what I'm saying? So even in that case, our stories, they dictate what part of our stories to tell.
You know,
and that to me is wrong.
There's a saying, Delroy, that the hunter will always be the hero until the lion can actually be the one to tell the story or write the story. And so I think it's very important for ownership, especially in these situations, so that you can control the narrative, you can control the history that the younger generation is learning. I think it's very, very important. But,
absolutely.
But tell me, how exactly does the platform work? Is it that, you know, you have programming and people log in? Is it a paid platform? Is it just something on YouTube? How does Ensound Media work?
Okay, you touch on YouTube. All right, here's what happened. You see this shirt I'm wearing, Soul Food and Lemonade? That's the name of my podcast, all right? And YouTube terminate my account, including Ensound TV. I have several accounts on YouTube. They terminated Ensound TV. They terminated the podcast. So I switched over to another similar platform. They too terminated me because everything is controlled under this administration now, as far as I'm concerned. So what I'm in the process of doing is building my own platform called TubeView.com. It's there, but it needs some work. So by the end of this week, actually, it should be fully launched. In that way, nobody can shut me down. And for all those upcoming podcasters and creators, this is my word of encouragement to you. Whether you're in Jamaica, Africa, wherever, yes, it's fine to be on other people's platform, but you must create your own. Because you don't know what you may say that rubbed them wrong. And trust me, if you listen if you go to YouTube, I am one of the tamest broadcaster on there. I mean, creators on there. You see? But apparently I said something that rubbed them wrong. Or I've been running PSAs against the war and stuff because I create my own PSAs, and I've partnered with Making It Last, Noreen Daly from NCU to create these PSAs. Apparently one of those PSAs rubbed them wrong.
So, Delroy, let me ask you this. If somebody sees this and says, yes, I believe in ownership, I want to be a part of either helping to contribute to the content that uplifts our people, or maybe I want to be able to show my children, my family, this content that he's talking about, how do we, whether support you, where do we follow you, how do we find you?
All right, you can find me. Currently, I am on Amazon Fire TV and Roku. Those are the two main platforms I'm on right now. I don't know if, Jamaicans have the access, to Roku or Amazon Fire TV. There's also a link. If someone inbox me, I can send them the direct link, because right now I am working on the website for the, where people can just go on the website and watch. You see, it's not only Roku and Fire TV. There's also website access. And in addition, in fact, there is an app called Streaming Pulse. Streaming Pulse. You have to download that from Google Play Store. I'm not sure if it's on Apple, but I have to research that. But it's called Streaming Pulse. If you download that app and click on Live TV, you will see Ensound TV. And you can watch it through there. My own app is coming as well, but everything takes time.
Yeah.
And considering that I've been around for a long time, I finance this on my own. I have no partners, no associate, no business associate, because it's like this. When you have a vision for something and people don't fully see the vision, they will try to downplay what you're doing. And I'm not the one. You know, I'm a very stubborn person. If I'm set in my ways in a lot of ways, but I know why I am on this earth. I know my purpose. I was born in Golden Grove, St. Thomas, Jamaica, dirt poor. And so I know what it is to struggle. You know, I'm here in America. Everything that you're seeing from End Sound is sponsored out of my own pocket. I'm not rich. I just have a dream, and I'm determined to fulfill that dream.
And that dream is something that, I mean, we are going to be able to log in and log in and experience. Delroy, it's been so good talking to you, and I'm really wishing you all the best with your future endeavors with End Sound Media.
Thank you so much.
Our guest has been Delroy Souden, founder and CEO of End Sound Media. Stay with us. There's more Sunrise after the break, so don't go anywhere. Come back.
Employers, your hard contribution builds a stronger workforce and strengthens the economy. It's not just contribution, it's transformation. The time by heart is...
There's nothing like a Jamaican greeting.
Hello.
Blessings.
Hey, babe.
Yo, man them.
Hi.
Hey guys.
Father Mold Wagwan! Celebrating 25 years of connection. Every call, every click, every message, and every shared moment. Digicel, powered by you, connected by us.
Finally said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the onion ring zinger from KFC. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Every day we use our feet to walk, run, and take us places. But your feet can do something even more amazing. Join Guardian Group's Shine 5K Night Run Walk and make a stride to support KPH, the Falmouth Hospital, and Project Star. Saturday, May 23 in Kingston and Saturday, May 30 in Montego Bay. Register at run2shineja.com or runningeventsja.com and see you at Guardian Group's Shine 5K Night Run Walk.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Dogs out. Who let the dogs out? 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 Who let the dogs out?
While the party was nice, the party was pumping.
Hey, yeah.
And everybody having
I love this segment. comments so much. Welcome back inside the Sonia part of Morning TV. France Pets Retreat, a growing pet care and lifestyle brand, was founded by Keisha Myers, whose love for dogs began long before the business itself, evolving into a full-service pet destination designed to meet the everyday needs of both pets and their owners. Celebrating 5 years in business, France Pets Retreat represents growth, vision, and dedication to excellence in pet care. Keisha is here this morning with France and Francine. Hi. We like the both of you. Calm down. France and Francine are our very stylish furry friends inside the building. Good morning, Keisha. How are you?
I am okay. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh my gosh, look how them sweet and nice.
France, stop.
So what is France
they're just
trying
like
to tell?
the two of us. Look.
What is France trying to tell
She's
Francine
playing
now?
too much.
Oh, she's playing. Oh, she's trying to tell us that she's playing too much.
He's not very playful.
Oh.
She's a very playful puppy.
I don't see that they're just like us. You know, you hold him and I hold.
No, sir.
You hold him,
No,
I
sir.
hold her.
Not this morning. Maybe next morning.
Well, talk to us. What inspired you to start France Pet Retreats? Let me hear it.
Well, my inspiration started from getting my first inside dog, which is France. And it taught me how hard it was to care for dogs like France. So I faced challenges in getting him groomed, and as such I decided to go out on a whim and start a grooming company called France Pets and Company Limited 5 years ago.
They wake up like this, just like this?
No. Well, Franz woke up like this, but Francine got dressed this morning. He's more used to it. She is more playful, as you can see, so everything will disappear when she wakes up. But Franz will keep his clothes on. He's been doing this for years.
Yeah. Well, Franz is her daddy, right?
Yes, he is.
So he never keep his clothes on.
Where to get him from? All right. So tell me about so you said that you've started a grooming company 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
So you help others with pets to groom their pets and take great care of them. And how does the retreat tie into that, France Pets Retreat?
Well, we just recently opened our Everything Dog facility on March 28th, which is now Jamaica's first dog park. So we not only offer grooming services now, but it is an everything dog facility for not only dogs, but also for pet parents. So we have a everything dog store. We offer grooming, we offer boarding, doggy daycare, and we also have a pet parent cafe. In the event that you want to come and hang out with your dog in the park, you have somewhere to sit and chill and get a drink or do some work and wait on your dog.
That's interesting.
You know what I want to ask, because if you have a dog park, right, and different dogs come, different personalities in the same space, what does that look like?
Well, I can say that it is very hectic and very difficult, but we have supervised playtime. So at no point in time the dogs are in the park on their own. So if it is that you have dogs that are not as social as some, then we will have designated areas for those dogs just to acclimatize them in playing with other dogs until they get used to it.
Did you have any challenges building out this retreat? What was it like because it's a one of a kind in Jamaica, right?
It's the first of its kind in Jamaica.
So what was that like?
It was very challenging financially. It was challenging also because I have never done something like this in my life, but it was a childhood dream of mine because I always loved dogs. However, my mother did not allow me to have inside dogs. So when I got Franz, I tried to learn ways in taking care of him, and I realized how hard it was. So I assumed many persons had the same challenges. So I decided to not only find a solution for myself, but also for others. So it was difficult because I did not have any idea of what this industry required. I did not have any idea of the necessities that it takes to take care of these kind of dogs and every kind of dog. So it was challenging, but because of my passion and my love for dogs, I decided to push forward with it.
You can't increase, because you say your love for dogs. If you invite or include another Francina. Okay, yeah, Francina.
Yes, well, I intend on getting one of his sons, so I'd like to have Francine, Franz, and Francois.
So hold on. If this is the daughter and this is Franz, where's the mother?
The mother is at home with her owner.
Oh.
So Francine was born. She's almost 2 years.
This is my clothes.
She's almost 2 years, but her mother her owner requested that Franz and her got together. So as such, I took Francine so I could have her close to me.
Awesome.
So where exactly is the doggy park and the cafe and all these things?
So we are currently located at Lot 20E, East Tradeway, Portmore Mall. So if you're familiar with Portmore Mall, there's a Master Max supermarket. We're right in front of the Master Max supermarket. So once you take the toll and come to Portmore Mall, we're very easy to find.
I love that. I love that. So what's in the future of France Pets Retreat?
Well, I plan on growing the business island-wide, not only Portmore. Well, it started off in Portmore because that's where I have lived all my life. So I plan on growing the business island-wide, and I plan to expand it. I would hope to have France Pets Retreat in all 14 parishes.
So let me just make sure I understand, because I'm not a doggy owner. I'm waiting for IT to get his before I get mine, right? So in addition to being able to like drop off my pet and like have them play and all these things, what if I'm traveling overseas or something? Is it a place where I can
If you're traveling overseas, we offer boarding.
Boarding as well.
Yes, so we will keep them for you overnight for extended periods, for however long you would like. So they get access to the play park. And that was why it was so important for me to have the park, because when they are staying over, I like to get them outside to play around and feel the sun and not just be locked on the inside. So the park was a very important aspect for me.
France is not pleased with France is over.
Yes, he's like, why are you not behaving?
France is over.
We spoke about this. We spoke about this last night.
France is like, yo, just build a Francine. She won't listen.
Can you keep telling us
yes. And she's also a baby. She's a puppy, so she's still very playful.
You don't see that lady like you. Aww, hi Francine. So I love that. So if people want to get in touch with you, maybe they want to either bring their pet or they know them going away and they want to book you for a weekend or whatever. How it go?
So we are at France Pets Retreat on all socials, TikTok, Instagram, and you can contact us at 373-9079, and you can also find us online at www.francepetsretreat.com. You can book online, you can give us a call, you can DM us to book an appointment, or you can just walk in. Once we have this space to facilitate you, you can definitely come on over and check us out.
Keisha, for someone who has never owned a dog, who's interested in owning a dog, and they're apprehensive, what care and advice would you offer to that person? They're watching right now.
Well, I would say before getting a dog, you should not just jump out on a whim like I did, because it makes you get flustered easily. So try to possibly visit the dog park first and see what it is like being around a dog, seeing what it is like, the different personalities, to just get climatized to having them being a part of your everyday life. So we do encourage persons who are not dog owners to visit us as well. Come to the dog park. You can get the opportunity to play with them, to socialize with them, and just to get to understand what it is like to be around them from a day-to-day basis. And understand that training is also important, because Franz is trained, Francine is trained. We don't want them taking away your stuff, messing up your household. So it is very important. That is also another service that I plan on offering in the future, which is training. So you can drop them off for training sessions. So when you get your pups at home, they will be well trained and know how to behave.
Oh, wonderful.
I love that. All the best to the business.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure that this is going to be very helpful for dog owners and dog lovers all across the town, and hopefully soon all across the island.
Yes. Franz?
Listen, I want to say a big thanks to guest K. I'm so amazed. I'm fascinated indeed. Keisha Myers, founder of France Pets Retreat. Up next, we turn the vault up a bit for Livewire. Sounds shocking, right? Stay right here where you are for more Sunrise after this break. Franz and Francina and Francesca and Francesina.
Who let the dogs out? 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 I see the young people had a balcony. Billy Fountains get out. Get back, Gruffy. Bash Gruffy. Get back, you flea.
The new Big Dipper from Wendy's. A juicy cheeseburger with smoky Cajun mayo, crunchy tortilla chips, and a creamy cheese sauce for dipping. Available for a limited time only at Wendy's.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
Finally said yes to onion rings. Now it's your turn to say yes to the onion ring zinger from KFC. KFC, it's finger licking good.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
Brought to you by
Some things are perfect from the start. Smirnoff.
Listen, from international stages back to home soil. Amanya is stepping into a powerful new chapter. Jamaican recording artist, dancer, and choreographer has been carving out her own lane with a genre. Listen, as they would say, is one Amanya on the map or the app.
On the app, but you know.
Yeah.
The map works too.
Blending sound that fuses dancehall, pop, and piano. That's interesting. I want to hear about that. All wrapped in a bold, captivating presence after earning global attention, including recognition as one of the Pandora Caribbean's artists to watch and a standout running the Bob Marley musical residency, Hope Road, in Las Vegas. She's back in Jamaica refocused and ready. Amanya, very good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
It's so good to have you.
Thank you
Welcome to
so
Sunrise.
much. You guys look beautiful.
Thank you. It takes one to know one thing for yourself.
Tell us about Amanya, you know, for those persons who are saying, wow, what an impressive list. What an impressive resume.
Right.
You know, tell us a little bit about you, your journey up to where you are to this point.
So Amanya means the one that brings peace. It's actually the name I am born with. So it's not a recording artist name. It's the one that my mother gave me. I danced first. Most people know me as the daughter of Dr. Lantonette Steins. So I grew up in the dance space. I've trained dancer in ballet, tap, you know, land tech, all sorts of different types of genres in dance. I'm going to say it that way for layman terms. But after that, I did a major surgery that knocked me out. And I started to venture into other art forms, mainly my voice. And that's how I became a recording artist.
Tell me,
what's the genre?
What's my genre?
What do you find yourself attached to?
My genre, well, when you first see me, I am Caribbean, of course. I am a Jamaican, born in Kingston, recording artist. So my base of my music has dancehall and reggae, but I do dabble in some Amapiano, Afrobeat, pop, R&B vibe.
Hold on a second. I'm going to make you say Amapiano again and explain to me. What is Amapiano?
Amapiano. So it originates from South Africa. And there's a lot of music that you're hearing and you don't realize is Amapiano. But it's a specific kind of beat and drum that they use that makes it their genre.
So this Las Vegas thing now, talk to me. How that go? Like, what was your involvement? What was it like? What was the experience? How you even get?
I love talking about this. I never get to talk about it a lot because, you know, hush. So I auditioned for it. There was an audition here in Jamaica. It was the last audition. They go all over America and then they came to Jamaica. I played the character called Love, which is the essence of Rita. I went there and within a month and a half, I had to learn how to be an aerialist. I'm also one of the voices you hear when you come in. So you hear my voice, one of the lead voices singing. And I also had to dance. So it was like a well-rounded, but I also called a principal swing in the musical theater space. So I also played an I3 and I also played the character Hope.
Wow. And how long was that run for?
So it lasted 7 months.
Wow.
It's on a break now, so I don't know when they're coming back. But I was also the dance captain.
Amanya, you're supposed to tired.
I'm go up there, I'm go work. I'm a Jamaican.
Yes. That's amazing. Congratulations on that. And it was a good experience.
Yes, it was a beautiful experience. The people that I made friends with, you know, the cast is not fully Jamaican, but they loved our culture so much and learning about it. So we were definitely ambassadors. 6 of us come up from down here, down a yard to come up. Yeah.
You know, I'm sure we can agree that Lantonette inspired the dancing talent. But the recording artist aspect now, where did that come from?
You know, I have a brother. His name is Khalil Aaron Vereen, right? And when I was younger, he was the musician of the family, you know. And then I had another brother, Robert Steins, who's the actor of the family. We were a very well-rounded 3 of us that my mother had. But he loved music, and I grew up with so much music. And you know, I don't know, it just felt natural that I should also create my own music. You know?
Well, speaking of music, talk to me about Live Wire. So you are going to be, we're getting a piece. So you are going to be at Live Wire. Tell me about the event itself, first off.
So the event itself, it's at Traxton Records. It's a live band. And I love live band. And I get to open for the man, the Jenna himself, Idonia. You know, and you know, he was my favorite dancehall artist in high school and still one of my favorite artists. I feel like he's somebody I look up to when it comes to how him doing music. You know what I mean? So it's tomorrow night and you know, I feel like you should get your tickets before. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite or actually at Traxton Records itself. and come out early because I'm performing earlier than I do.
What you call early?
I think around 9:30 is good. Also before you get a juggling from the A team. So, you know, catch your vibes, come drink a little, vibes, you know, before you get to experience me, Amani, and Donia himself.
I like it. I like it.
You know?
That's my type of evening. So what can we expect from the Amani opening act? Is it that you'll be giving us a little bit of everything? Is it that you're going to be focused on a particular genre? What can we come out and expect?
You're going to get a piece of everything. And also, I am now and before a multidisciplinary artist. So you're gonna see me dance a little. You're gonna hear me talk. It's live wire, but it's still a little intimate. So you know, and then you're going to get to hear me with rough cut. So that's also a wicked great band. Absolutely.
Great band.
Amani, listen, no, you're not prepared for this, Amani. But can you just show me just one move?
Absolutely.
And teach me now. I
you
want
want
to
me
learn.
to give you an Amapiano, South African?
Yes. I go.
Right.
I don't know if I'll be joining you, but because you know.
So I'm going to give you something easy. We're using the shoulders and we're pointing. And we're going to go and chest.
Chest.
Then you're going to the chest the next way. So don't move your hand, move your chest. Go so.
Oh,
chest.
like chest.
Yeah. Chest.
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 Hey, you have it, look. Hey, hey. So now you have to put a little style in the hip area, and then.
All right, yeah, make the thing. All right, I'm on here. Yeah, make the thing a little complex. Come again. Hey.
Chest. Hey, you catch it in Hey.
Can I add some legs?
Yes, add some legs. So you know sometimes.
Talk to me, you know.
Sometimes they go all deep, you know. Hey. Somebody playing the Amapiano. That's a little. Watch the Hey. You know, so we point.
Listen. What a way.
No, but you have your team member them bad
A big thanks. A huge thanks to Amani, recording artist, dancer, choreographer, now lead teacher of dance here on Sunrise.
Yes.
And can you imagine that's a wrap for the show? That's all the time that we have for this morning. It was so great to have you. So great being here. Thank you so much for staying with us. And of course, our YouTubers, big up yourself. And all our stylist, Jane Michelle. Well, my stylist, Jane Michelle.
Oh, Jane Michelle, also a fantastic job. Big up yourself, Delwa Escoffery. Big up yourself, Delwa Escoffery, for all you do to put my thing together. And I mean, coordinate, styling and thing. Listen, if you miss anything, she said it already, I'm going to say it again. You can rewatch your favorite segments. Got you covered on CVMTV.com. And for all the fun stuff in between, we're on Instagram at CVM_television. And as I always say,
my favorite part, ready?
Listen, God without man is still God.
Still.
But you say man without God, nothing. Zero. Nada. Vapor. This.
All right, we have little dancing more to do. Dance is still International Dance Day now, so talk to me. Oh, you go now? Ready?
All right, so we're just going for you.
Come on. Yes, just do it. Come. Give me something. Give me something, Taddy. Give me something. Give it. You lead.
Hey. Where's it? No. Oh, no.
what would you do?
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more